Howdy y'all, I'm Gavin here at Kraken Motorsports. We're here as a resource to you and to serve you and the greater Dallas area.
So how long have you worked at Kraken Motorsports?
I've been serving Kraken for about a month and a half now. Immediately as soon as I resumed the position, I noticed that we have a ton of really cool classic cars and some newer WRXs that come in too. Mainly Subaru, but we do work on Honda. We also work on Mitsubishi, Mazda. So it'd be awesome to get a lot of Hondas in here. I really love Honda. I own me an Integra. So it's a project that I've been working on for about 3 years. I bought it, didn't have the ability to start, and now it's running perfectly fine. I'd like to get some new headers and a brand new exhaust on it at the moment, get the valve cover painted. It's a nice green color, so I think black or green, and kind of get that engine bay cleaned up and tightened up. But I've been serving Kraken and really enjoying my time here. Sean Rizzo's an amazing teacher, along with Max Everidge, his technician. They've taught me a lot already. I already came in knowing how to work on the brakes and change the master cylinder, install a brake vacuum. I've done spark plugs, oil changes all my life. So some of it's new to me. Some of it's kind of like, whenever I was 17 in my driveway, jacking the car up, just having a ton of fun with my buddies. But definitely here at Kraken, the standard of our work comes first. It's not always play. Sometimes you come in and you got to make sure you do it diligent, you do it slowly. We have a lot of ways to protect the sports cars that we work on. We cover them when we work on them, so when we do have to lean into the engine bay, it's completely covered. We're not scratching on anything, and then again, we always take our time with our work, so that way that we're not making mistakes and scratching something that we can't repair just the right way it was.
You mentioned you have an Integra. What all have you done?
So the Integra, the master cylinder was leaking onto the brake vacuum, so I had to replace that. I bled the brakes alone, which was really fun. You got to create like a rainbow into a Gatorade bottle and pump them yourself and fill up the reservoir yourself. Oh, it was so much fun, yeah, because I always thought you had to have two people originally, because that's the original way that I learned how to do it, but I learned about the one person way, and that was a ton of fun. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to change the brakes on it. Let's see, I also got the spark plug changed on it, the distributor changed on it, the alternator and the battery. That was about 2 or 3 years ago when it wouldn't start that I had to get all that work done. A lot of it's OEM, but whenever things break on it, I just go ahead and fix that, anything to keep it running so that I can stay good with the motor. It has a few motor leaks right now, but eventually, once I am experienced enough with Kraken and I can come on my off days, I'm going to pull the motor out and I'm just going to clean the whole engine bay, start replacing stuff. I know the power steering hoses are leaking right now, so it's just a project just waiting to be pulled together. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it OEM, if it's going to be a show car, or if I'm going to put it on a track. But honestly, I love driving fast. I'm not going to lie. I take it slow with the clients' cars because I'm supposed to. I respect their cars. I'm not trying to run them into the ground. But as far as my cars are concerned, I like to go fast. So whenever I'm on the highway, you better move out of the way.
Left lane for passing only.
Yes, sir.
So I guess talking on that, do you have any plans of racing, tracking, driving, or drag racing, autocross?
I have no experience at the moment. I've definitely tried, I'm at a stoplight, I got the Integra, and I just want to show the other person what it can do. It's not a super strong car. It is old. It has about 170 horsepower. It's the GSR. So, I've been overtaken by Mustangs. They'll kind of give me a 3-second head start and then laugh me off. And I'm like, just wait, one day I'm going to K-swap this. I'm going to get a turbo in it. I'll be big and bad. That's kind of a dream. That'd be really fun. But to put it on a track would be absolutely amazing. I mean, it's going to be hard to race for someone else and use their car. So if I end up using their car and it gets wrecked or it needs work, then it's going to be on me or them. I don't know. But if it's mine, I can drive it to the ground. I wreck it, I fix it, I replace it, whatever. So I'm definitely excited to possibly get into a race car. That'd be awesome. Put it on a track.
I hear you're into fishing and kayaking.
Oh yeah, I love fishing and kayaking. If I'm not here at the shop, I'm either working at another job, or I'm fishing or kayaking, or playing video games. I really enjoy going out on the water and throwing my fishing pole as far as I can cast it with a worm on, and just waiting for the bass or the catfish to come get it. If I'm lucky, some crappie. I enjoy, filleting the fish and cooking it too. I love cooking. I don't do it every night. I let my girlfriend share in that, but I definitely enjoy me some fishing and gaming and kayaking.
Nice. What are you gaming on right now?
Right now, we're gaming on a PC. It has a 4060.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a really nice pre-built I bought. I didn't put it together myself, or else I'd know all the parts. But right now I play Dark and Darker. I used to play World of Warcraft back in its heyday, and then some other games on the side, Resident Evil 4 remake.
Nice. You have any pets?
I don't have any pets. I love cats. Adore cats to death. I'm actually really allergic to animals in the sense that it'll affect my breathing if my face is in them, and they'll make my arms itchy, but it's not like a life-threatening condition. So I like to observe animals because they're beautiful, but I can't touch them, and I want to so bad. I just want to hug them and pet them and scratch them.
What was your first car ever?
My first car ever? Oh man, 96 Honda Accord.
Whoa.
Super fun. It had a terrible issue where the calipers were locking up on the brakes. The brakes were turning red hot. It was pretty scary. I did some work with someone. He was an older gentleman. He brought me to his house. He let me bring my car in. He started pointing at stuff and having me do it. I'm underneath the dash, adjusting the brake pedal, just having the time of my life. But that car, it needed so much work, and I was so inexperienced. I paid $12.50 for it. It was a for sale, and I was just like, that looks sporty, it looks cool, I want it. It was a manual. I didn't know how to drive manual, so I got in the car and I threw out the reverse gear before I even knew how to drive stick. But I learned how to drive stick on that car. I first, second, it all worked fine. Threw out the reverse, so I had to kick that car out of every spot I went to. When I went to work in that car, I kicked it out of the spot. I ended up wrecking it. I was trying to drift. It's not a rear-wheel drive car. It's a front-wheel drive car, so it's not supposed to drift. I was trying to just hit the e-brake as I kind of turned. It didn't really work well. It didn't work well at all. I got a couple good drifts on it, but the last one was fatal. It totaled the car. Luckily, nobody was severely injured. I'm really grateful for that, but great learning experience for me, unfortunately. Big mistake, great learning. Always that way, though.
As they all are.
Oh, yeah. I love that car. I sold that car to scrap, though, $200 or whatever,
Nice.
after I wrecked it.
You actually used to own Max's Celica?
Now, I own my own Celica.
Oh, okay.
So Max had a Celica GT. I think they were late 90s, past 95 for sure. Maybe one of them was a 94, but he had one. It looked great. I loved it. Sporty style, older looking vehicle, small. It didn't have a ton of speed, but again, it's just like the Integra. They come that way. But if you mod them, they're great. So he had one, and he wanted me to get one, and I was like, well, I like the car and how it looks. I definitely want one. So we went together and bought me one. It was about $25.50. So I actually took that car to Austin with me when I was going to UT, and I would drive it all around Austin. The stop and go traffic was terrible for it because it was a stick, but it looked so cool. And while I was going to college, I felt like one of the coolest kids. I had an old cool car. It was so fun to drive it and take it places. Ended up actually selling it to Max because I bought a a 2017 Honda Civic, and it was just super fun. It was an automatic. It worked in Austin better. So I stopped driving the Celica, and if you don't drive a car for a month, it needs your attention. It is crying for you, I promise. I continue to learn that to this day. So that car sat for a month, and it sat for another month, and before you know, one of the tires was flat and the battery wasn't working and needed an alternator. And so I was visiting, Fort Worth from Austin, and Max was like, man, I really want to sell it. I sold mine. Can I buy yours? And ended up selling it to him for $1,000. It hadn't needed a lot of work. So he came down, he towed it all the way back up, and he got it running again. I think he ended up selling that one too. So he had a ton of Celica fun. And we were both Celica buddies at one point, taking pictures and parking next to each other.
Celica bro.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
So did you grow up in Virginia and move here, or where did you grow up in?
No, I was born here, and then at the age of 21, at UT, I just had a heartbreak with a girl that I felt like I really liked. And once you get to know yourself a little more, you realize you never even really liked them, or they weren't the right one. But I moved all the way to Virginia for it. It hurt me enough. Dropped out of college. I opened my own business in Virginia and served in 4 years cleaning gutters. So that was really fun. And then after 4 years of making a ton of money and constantly working, I was working out every day. I play video games, I'd eat good food, but at the end of the day, you know, I didn't have any family. I had some family there, but they weren't close enough to visit them. So I was like, man, I really miss my roots. I miss my Texan roots. I was visiting 4 times a year, spending, you know, a week or 2 out here, and then going back just to work again and work again. And it was fun. I love serving people, don't get me wrong. But just on those off days, you really need that deep connection with those people that you truly love. And I know I truly love my mom, and I love my brother and sisters here, and my best friend Max, my best friend Jonathan. So I ended up coming back here, and now I've settled in at Kraken. I started at Chick-fil-A for 2 years. That was super fun, helping grow the team there. But now I'm here at Kraken, and I'm loving it.
Cool. And so, money not an option. What's your dream car?
Money not an option. Nissan GTR all the way.
Oh, one of the newer ones?
Newer ones, yeah. The newer ones look so. I bet they're so fast too.
Oh yeah, it's just like a cheat code.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just want to feel it. I bet it just takes off. I want to drive one so bad. There was one in here getting serviced, and I was like, "You think it needs a test drive?"
Right.
No. Hi, y'all. Gavin again. I appreciate y'all for listening, and I look forward to serving you soon at Kraken Motorsports.